If you dare, US military right now is on notice. So what happened? Iran has reportedly loaded missiles on launchers and is ready for retaliation, according to state media. And this report was published on Newsweek as well. They said that the threat follows US President Donald Trump's warning of quote-unquote bombing if Tehran refuses a nuclear deal. Newsweek has reached out to State Department and Iran's Foreign Ministry for comment, but they did not say anything. But why this matters? Well, the US-Iran standoff has grown more perilous since President Trump's return to the White House. Iran views Washington's maximum pressure policy, quote-unquote, maximum pressure policy characterized by severe economic sanctions and military threats as a provocation that has only deepened tensions. Tehran's rejection of direct talks stems from this policy, which it sees as undermining trust. The risk of military conflict continues to rise as both sides harden their positions. Right now, the US military guys, they are on notice because Iran said, we are going to target this island. So which island? Let's talk about this. Iran domestically built missiles and drones, as we have seen and talked about in this channel in the past videos. If you're not subscribed, consider subscribing because you don't want to miss all of these updates. What should we know in this case? So, the state-controlled Tehran Times reported on X Sunday that Iran's missiles are loaded, quote-unquote, onto launchers in all underground missile cities and are ready to launch. The newspaper issued a stern warning, stating that any escalation would come, quote-unquote, at a heavy cost for the U.S. government and its allies. And when they talk about allies, they mean United Kingdom. The chiefs of staff of the Iranian armed forces also issued a statement warning that any act of aggression against Iran will be met with a quote-unquote severe response. Trump's threat. In an interview with NBC, Trump warned, quote, if they don't make a deal, there will be bombing, and it will be bombing the likes of which they have never seen before, end quote. He later told reporters that he would prefer a deal to the other alternative, quote unquote, without elaborating further. But we know Donald Trump, he wants things done just by moving his tongue. But looks like Iran is not going to move. This warning followed the delivery of a letter by Trump to Iran's Supreme Leader Ayatollah Khamenei, urging direct nuclear negotiations for a new nuclear deal with United States. But Iran said they're not going to do that. In response, Iran rejected the proposal, citing the breakdown of trust due to Trump's withdrawal from the 2015 nuclear deal and his subsequent maximum pressure policy. Despite rejecting direct talks, Iran has indicated a willingness to engage in indirect negotiations, signaling a potential path forward, though tensions remain high. U.S. military buildup. Meanwhile, The Telegraph reported that Iran could target a British-American naval base in Indian Ocean if provoked, with a senior Iranian military official stating there will be no distinction in targeting British or American forces if Iran is attacked from any base in the region or within the range of Iranian missiles, quote-unquote. This follows the U.S. significantly increasing its military presence at Naval Support Facility Diego Garcia, the base in question. So what people are saying in Tehran? Well, Tehran Times, they have said Iran's missiles are loaded onto launchers in all underground missile cities, and are ready for launch. Opening the Pandora's box will come out at a heavy cost for the United States government and its allies. And President Trump told NBC if they don't make a deal, there will be bombing. What happens next? That is the question. What will happen next? With Iran rejecting direct talks, diplomacy is at a standstill. Trump's threats and the U.S. military buildup indicate rising tensions with no immediate resolution in sight. What we are going to be expecting and seeing in the next coming days is, guys, more and more escalation. We do not know what this will end, but Iran has sent a message to U.S. that we are ready and you are on notice. Subscribe for more updates. See you in the next one.